Under a rusty dusk sky, Teo, a golden retriever, wanders alone, his dusty fur reflecting the fading light. His questioning eyes dart around, lost in the urban maze, as he navigates the unfamiliar, bustling street. The city's cacophony horns, sirens, murmurs presses in, an overwhelming wave threatening to engulf him. Each sound amplifies his isolation, a stark reminder of his separation in the twilight's embrace. In the alleyway's shadows, Teo whimpers, a symphony of hunger and cold echoing off the brick walls. He sniffs desperately at overflowing trash cans, his hope dwindling with each fruitless search. The alley is a gauntlet of shadows, each corner a potential threat lurking in the darkness. Rats scurry in the shadows, their eyes gleaming in the dim light, indifferent to Teo's plight. A gust of wind howls through the narrow passage, carrying with it the stench of decay and despair. Teo curls up tighter, seeking warmth in the cold embrace of the unforgiving alleyway. Under a torn cardboard box, darkness conceals secrets. Two green eyes pierce the gloom, fixated on Teo. Loom, a skinny cat, watches Teo with caution. A scarred ear tells tales of survival in the night. Suspicion hangs heavy in the air, a silent standoff. In an unknown place, Lume stands firm, her narrowed eyes a clear warning against the open landscape. Teo halts, a few feet away, his gentle face etched with confusion and a growing sense of apprehension. Loom studies Teo, her gaze intense. "Don't come any closer," she warns, her voice sharp. I'm just lost," Teo replies, his voice soft, seeking understanding in the harsh surroundings. "My name is Loom," she declares, her words cutting through the air. "And you're in the wrong place." In the dark alley, Teo and Lume share bread found by a dumpster, a silent agreement etched on their faces. Each bite is a transaction, a pact made not of friendship, but of raw survival in the harsh night. The stale bread breaks between them, a symbol of their fragile alliance against the world. Teo eyes Loom cautiously, each wary of the other's intentions. The alley remains silent, save for their chewing, a stark backdrop to their desperate struggle. Rain lashes down, turning the street into a river. A fierce storm batters the city. Their makeshift cardboard shelter succumbs to the downpour, offering no escape from the relentless rain. Teo shivers, his thin frame trembling in the cold, while Loom bravely feigns indifference. Despite the biting cold, Lume's eyes reflect fierce determination, shielding Teo from despair. At the abandoned workshop, Teo spots a shattered window, a silent testament to neglect and decay. Loom wrestles with a dust-covered blanket, pulling it free from the rusted car's back seat. The blanket, a shield against the biting cold, offers a small comfort in the desolation. They huddle together, seeking shared warmth, their faces etched with a mix of determination. The dilapidated workshop looms behind them, a silent witness to their struggle against the elements. Wrapped in the blanket, Teo and Loom stand defiant against the harsh, unforgiving landscape. In the abandoned workshop, Loom huddles, dwarfed by shadows and dust, the threadbare blanket offering little comfort. His eyes dart nervously, catching dust motes dancing in the weak light, every corner a potential threat. Whispering into the silence, Loom pleads, "See, you sniff, I think," his voice barely audible. Teo's soft reply, a hopeful promise in the desolation. I think together we work. Teo is isolated on the street, unaware of the looming danger. 3 larger dogs emerge, their presence immediately threatening. The dogs encircle Teo, cutting off any escape. A symphony of snarls and bared teeth fills the air, a clear warning. The dogs' menacing eyes lock onto Teo, amplifying the danger. With a ferocious leap, Loom claws onto the back of the largest dog, a whirlwind of fur and fury erupting in the street. The dog yelps, spinning wildly as Loom scratches and hisses, creating pandemonium. Amidst the commotion, a voice narrates, tension hanging heavy in the air. Teo, eyes wide with determination, recognizes the chaos as his chance. He makes his escape, the narration concludes, as Teo vanishes into the bustling street. Teo's fear is evident, yet duty pulls him back towards the chaos. Loom is cornered. A desperate fight against overwhelming odds. United, Teo and Lume stand defiant, a beacon of hope. A whirlwind of shouts and movement scatters the attacking dogs. Loom limps down the street, each step a testament to his pain, his face etched with exhaustion. Teo offers silent support, resting his head gently against Loom, a comforting presence in the aftermath. "That was stupid," Loom murmurs, his voice a strained whisper, reflecting on their ordeal. Teo reassures him, "Friendship sometimes seems that way." His words are balm to Loom's wounded spirit. Loom purrs softly, almost unconsciously, a subtle sign of comfort amidst the pain and chaos. Winter's icy grip tightens on the city streets, a stark reminder of the scarcity to come for Teo and Lume. Under the pale daylight, Teo and Loom search for scraps, their shadows stretching long and thin on the cold ground. Each shared glance, each silent understanding, fortifies the unbreakable bond between Teo and Loom amidst hardship. Teo shares a meager crust with Lume, a small act of kindness in a world growing increasingly cruel. The wind howls a mournful song, carrying the scent of snow and the promise of longer, darker nights. Despite their struggles, the determination in Teo and Luma's eyes burns bright, fueled by hope and companionship. The familiar warm scent of baking bread wafts through the air, stirring a deep longing within Teo. Teo's heart leaps at the scent, an involuntary reaction to a comforting memory. He pauses, his steps faltering as the aroma tugs at his senses, a siren's call to hearth and home. His gaze softens, drawn back as if by an invisible thread, a silent question forming in his eyes. Teo turns, his expression a mix of longing and hesitation, caught between duty and desire. He looks back at Loom, seeking understanding, a silent plea for a moment of reprieve. Loom halts on the busy street, his stillness a stark contrast to the city's relentless motion. His face, a carefully constructed mask, hides the turmoil within. A flicker of pain betrays his composure as he struggles to maintain his facade. "Go, that was always your place," Lume murmurs, his voice barely audible above the city's roar. Teo walks alone on the busy street, his steps measured, his expression thoughtful. He halts, a sudden wave of guilt washing over him, his shoulders slumping slightly. His eyes reflect a newfound understanding as he considers the meaning of belonging. With newfound resolve, he whispers, "Home can also be where you are." Loom shifts, her unease palpable under the open sky. She avoids Teo's gaze, a silent struggle unfolding within. "Cats don't have homes," Loom says, her voice barely a whisper. Teo's eyes soften, offering a warmth that cuts through her defenses. "Then stay with mine," he counters, hope lacing his tone. A pregnant pause hangs in the air, their fates intertwined. An unnerving silence blankets the street, heavy and expectant. Teo and Loom walk tentatively side by side, their footsteps echoing softly. They advance, drawn forward by a familiar, comforting scent. Each step brings them closer to an unknown revelation. Anticipation hangs in the air as their journey unfolds. Under the stark daylight, a woman sits alone on the sidewalk, a solitary figure amidst the bustling world. Her hands clutch an empty dog collar, a tangible symbol of loss and absence. The worn leather of the collar bears silent witness to happier times, now just a haunting echo. Her eyes, red and swollen, reflect the raw agony of relentless crying, a wellspring of grief. Each sob etches deeper lines of sorrow around her mouth, a portrait of profound heartbreak. The blue gate looms behind her, a stark reminder of the threshold between what was and what will never be. Under the bright sky, Teo spots a familiar figure near the blue gate, his tail wagging furiously. With unrestrained joy, Teo breaks into a run, his barks echoing in the open air. His paws thunder across the ground, propelled by pure, unadulterated excitement. The woman's face lights up with recognition as she sees Teo bounding towards her. "Tay!" she exclaims, her voice filled with warmth and affection as she prepares to greet him. At the blue gate, the woman embraces Teo, her body shaking with a torrent of raw, overwhelming emotion. Tears stream down her face, each drop reflecting a story of longing and reunion. Overjoyed, Teo's tail wags with unmatched enthusiasm as he licks her hand. His actions speak volumes, a language of pure, unadulterated happiness. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the bustling street, the woman's eyes search, a silent observer in a sea of faces. Her gaze sharpens, locking onto Lume, poised on the sidewalk like a phantom, ready to dissolve into the crowd. She watches, a subtle tension building as she notices Teo's lingering look towards Loom. A silent, almost imperceptible language passes between Loom and Teo, unspoken words hanging in the air. The woman's eyes reflect a dawning realization amidst the city's relentless pulse. Under the open sky, a woman kneels, her expression serene as she prepares for a solemn rite. Gently, she places a bowl of water on the bare earth, her touch reverent and full of grace. Her voice soft yet clear, she extends an invitation. "A friend of yours is welcome too." The still water reflects the sky, mirroring an offering of peace and acceptance to the unknown. At the blue gate, Loom pauses, distrust clouding his gaze. He struggles with his prejudice, a silent battle raging within. Something about Teo makes Lume hesitate. Lume takes a tentative step, hope battling suspicion. Two bowls of food glow softly in the dim backyard, side by side. Long, distorted shadows dance on the grass as dusk settles. A friendship blossoms, nurtured by shared meals and quiet companionship. This unexpected friendship found them both, offering solace and joy.